The Adventures of Milo and Luna. Once upon a time, in a quiet little town, there lived two unlikely friends, a playful dog named Milo and a clever cat named Luna. They weren't the kind of animals people expected to get along. After all, dogs usually chase cats, and cats are known for avoiding dogs. But from the moment they met, Milo and Luna were different. It all began one sunny afternoon when Luna climbed onto a garden fence. Milo, who was playing in the yard, saw her and trotted over with his tail wagging wildly. Instead of barking or chasing her off, Milo sat at the base of the fence, looking up curiously. Luna, surprised by his friendliness, twitched her whiskers and tilted her head. For a moment, the two just stared at each other. Then Milo gave a little bark, more like a greeting than a warning. Luna let out a soft meow in return, and from that moment on, they became the best of friends. Every day, the two of them went on little adventures. Their favorite place to visit was a nearby lake surrounded by fields of tall grass and wildflowers. Milo loved jumping into the water, splashing around with reckless joy. He would chase after sticks and bark at his own reflection, completely unaware of how silly he looked. Luna, on the other hand, stayed on the shore, dipping her paw into the water now and then, curious but not daring enough to dive in. Together, they would chase dragonflies, pounce on butterflies, and roll in the grass until the sun began to set. One day, while they were out exploring, Milo spotted a squirrel and couldn't resist the urge to chase it. Luna rolled her eyes and followed behind him, knowing that Milo wasn't exactly the best at catching anything. The squirrel darted into the forest, and before they knew it, Milo and Luna had wandered deeper and deeper into the woods. After a while, Milo slowed down and looked around. The trees were thick and everything seemed unfamiliar. "Luna," Milo whimpered, "I think we're lost." Luna flicked her tail calmly. "Don't panic, Milo, we'll find back." But as the sun began to dip below the horizon, the forest grew darker, and Milo started to feel nervous. He stayed close to Luna, trusting her calm and clever nature. Luna thought for a moment, then looked up the sky. "Let's wait for the stars," she said. "They'll guide us home." So the two friends sat together under a big oak tree, waiting for nightfall. When the first stars appeared in the sky, Luna stood up and gave Milo a little nudge. "Come on, we'll follow the stars back to town." Step by step, they made their way through the forest, with Luna leading the way. Milo felt braver with Luna by his side, and after a long walk, they finally spotted the familiar lights of the town. They ran the rest of the way, relieved to be home at last. Just as they reached the garden where their adventures had started, a soft drizzle began to fall. By the time they got inside, the rain had turned into a steady shower. Milo shook his wet fur, sending droplets everywhere, and curled up on a soft rug by the fireplace. Luna, pretending she wasn't cold, leaped onto Milo's back and settled down. Milo let out a content sigh, and Luna purred softly. The crackling fire and the sound of the rain tapping against the windows lulled them both to sleep. From that day forward, Milo and Luna knew they could face anything as long as they had each other. Whether it was getting lost in the woods, chasing after squirrels, or simply enjoying a cozy rain indoors, they realized that the best adventures were the ones they shared together. And so, the dog and the cat, two unlikely friends, lived happily, knowing that friendship sometimes comes in the most unexpected forms. The end.